Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Arduboy dev stream, game dev stream. This is the episode 28, I think. So we will start as usual. We'll start the stream by showing you some of the stuff I've done outside of the stream. This time mainly fixing bugs. Because usually bugs are time consuming, so maybe for you, you just want to see how I fix it. So the first bug I fixed was related to the bullet not disappearing when it hits the enemies. And actually, I forgot the way I did it, so I check again in the Rick or in the bullet actually how we were doing it. So in the erase bullet state, basically it's here to know if we should kill the bullet. Is like we were searching for any black pixels in the bullet ray. So that means what? That means we were drawing Rick in black. So we were drawing the Rick or the enemy. We should draw the enemy in black. That may erase the bullet ray, and then the bullet will check if any pixel is deleted, and if yes, then it just killed itself, right? So to fix that bug, we also had to do the same thing for the enemies, which we didn't. We actually didn't have any drawing of the enemies in black, right? We were just drawing the enemy directly in white. Um, so I thought, yeah, we should probably do that. First draw in black and then draw in white. And by doing that, we could also fix another bug, a potential bug, which was when two enemies was crossing each other. The first enemy will probably kill the second enemy. The first enemy drawn is drawn on the black screen, then the second enemy is drawn over it, and because it is lethal, then the second enemy will die, so will be killed, which would be possibly a problem if we want to have that, right? We could have managed it in level design, but with the skeleton that can jump and the player that can control them, then yeah, could be quite weird. So yeah, I could do that and fix these two bugs at the same time. So all right, the way I did it was first to add a step in the update step. So we have the check lethal, and then we have the draw enemies, right? Then in the enemy, I've split the logic. So before we were just drawing the collision in white and then check the collision and die if we were hitting something. And now in the check lethal, I'm drawing in black this time, and if I touch something, I die. And then here in the draw enemies, I just draw in white. Okay, the logic update, I keep it in the draw in white. Actually, it could be moved also in the check. It doesn't really matter, but I keep it in white, right? So that's quite simple. And this I just changed the comment, nothing special. So item in the map data, I just add another enemies just to check that the enemy can crisscross each other. And then the biggest change also is in the map manager. So here I just add this enemy, but it's in the update. So now I draw lethal, then I check the lethal collision for Rick, only with the bullet and stuff like that. Then I also check the lethal of the enemies. Actually, these two could be switch. It doesn't really matter. Then I erase the bullet. So that means here in the check lethal we have a chance for the enemy to erase the bullet. And after erasing the bullet, we just draw the enemy, this time in white. And then we need to check again the lethal collision because the player can be killed by the enemies. So basically that means what? That means, okay, I just call the check lethal collision 2 times for the player. But I think that's not a big deal because player just, there's only one player. So yeah, I think it doesn't impact so much the game, I guess. And why it also fixed the other problem is because now in the check lethal, the enemy are only drawn in black, which means, for example, if the first enemy is eaten by a bullet, maybe even erase that bullet, and then the other enemy, but it drew in black, so the other enemy is drawn over it. If they are drawn on black, then it doesn't detect any pixels, any collision, so the two enemy can cross each other, right? So yeah, that's the first bug, and which means we could remove some of our bug from our bug list. And I can show you that's the latest version, but it's the same. So here are our two enemies. They can cross each other, which is good. And oops, sorry, I didn't want to do that. All right, and now if I fire, I kill only one, and then I can kill the second one. All right, so that's the first bug I fixed. The second bug I fixed was that Rick was able to walk on the enemies. Actually, yeah, I will update to that version because I want to show you the bug, to replicate the bug for you. I will update to that version. All right, let's recompile. So actually, again, here there is 2 bugs fixed. The first one is I can walk on the enemies, like probably a little bit like this one, and then maybe eventually I will die, but sometimes I can just stay above the head. Maybe the mummy is better. And another bug which is similar is, maybe you have noticed it, is I bump above the I can bump above the spike like that. Depends where you place yourself. Maybe like this. Nope. Well, let me try again. Like this, for example. Yeah. So I can bump above it, and the reason is the same. Is because I check the collision which is just above the head, or I check the collision just under the feet. And basically I draw all the data stuff, then I draw the static collision, and then I check the static collision. But for example, if you just jump and you just reach slowly the end, then I will detect the collision of the spike because it's a lethal collision, it's drawn before, and I will consider it as static, right? And I didn't catch the death before because actually the frame, I mean the last frame when the hat is touching the spike but not over the spike, then this is where I will detect a collision, a ceiling collision, and this is where I will stop moving up and start to fall down, right? So I kill the chance of hitting the spike actually. And this is the same for the ground. When I'm falling, the frame I'm touching the ground but not inside the ground, then I detect this, and I just go to idle. So I kill all the possibility to go inside it and hit the lethal collision in the next frame, right? So the way I change that is by checking, by letting the player go inside that collision, 1 pixel inside, so that next frame I will probably go on the spike, be drawn on the spike, and then the lethal collision check of the next frame will be detected, and then I will die. And that's the same for the AI. I will let the player, when he falls, go inside, not checking 1 pixel just 100 feet, and then if it's a lethal collision, next frame I will die. So let's see how I change that. Can update also. Yeah, so it's basically just changing rig. Okay, I changed the spawn position. And basically here, it's not above the head, it's just the head. So I remove the one. And here I just invert the two, and then this is the same logic. But okay, of course, because I'm already inside, so I'm checking the pixel of the head, the first pixel of the head. So of course I should at least one time move down, and that's the same for the fall. But as you can see, I have split the test. So now I'm testing if I'm jumping or if I'm falling, or all the rest, all the other case, possible case. And the falling is exactly the same. So this time is only 12. And same, -1, the loop, and then I go to idle, just like falling idle, right? And then all the rest is like this time for the rest, if I'm walking, this time I really check 100 feet. If there's no collision, I fall. And special case for the ladder that was here before, and now it moved here because we are in the state, not in the fall state anymore. Right. It seems to work okay. However, it doesn't fix totally the problem. So I can show you this. But it improves the thing. Why it's not fixing totally the problem? Because I think because the AI is moving up and down like this, so you may enter into a situation where I will just maybe well, I don't know exactly the case, but maybe the AI is going down and you're touching it, so you, or not, so you may still be able to walk a little bit on the head, but less, obviously, much less. And when the AI just do some kind of walk, and then you die. So on the mummy, and yeah, it also fixed the problem of the spike. Yeah. All right, so that was the second bug I fixed. I hope it will be good enough for the final game. If not, then we can think about it again. We'll see. And then finally, the last bug, but it's not really a bug actually. It's just improvement, I would say. I briefly talk about that, so I had that in my head for a while. Is to adjust the rig trajectory when you die, the parabola trajectory. So before I was just checking, if you remember, if the sprite is mirror or not, but actually we can we can be more precise. So let me show you again the problem. So okay, let's kill the I know Bahel. I saw you. So so first time I say that because the first time I see someone in the chat, usually I miss um, all the comment there. So welcome to the stream, and if you have any question, just don't hesitate to ask. Can you make a small gameplay tools to see the game experience? Well, the game experience is far from being final, actually. So, but okay, yeah, I'm just playing by explaining game. So if I'm looking on that side, I think I will the character will jump on the right, but I would prefer to jump on the left. Right. So right now we were just checking the orientation of the player, if it's mirror or not, but we can do more. How we can do that? Because we know we have the collision flag, if you remember, and the collision flag tell you more or less which column of the pixel is it. So we know if the collision is more likely on the left of the sprite or on the right of the sprite. So depending on where the collision, if it's on the left or on the right, we can probably adjust the trajectory to the left or to the right. So let's see how I did that in the enemy. It's maybe the more simple one. So this time I just get the collision flag, and okay, this is maybe a bit complicated, but basically I get the width of the sprite because the skeleton and the mummy are not the same width, and I divide it by 2, right? So I have a half width, and then I take one bit that I shift for this width. So and then I can compare this with the collision. So if it's a small number, that means only the first bit of the collision flag are it, and that means I'm hit from the left side of the sprite, right? And then I just check if the mirror is different from the left. So there is a little comparison logic here. But basically, yeah, that works well, like this. Then I can, of course, either positive or negative velocity. I've done the same for Rick, so that's for enemy. I've done the same for Rick. However, I had to do some refactoring. First, I added the get width, get height, which depending if I'm crawling or not, get the width and height. Here I just also place the real number. Before I was using the sprite height, but obviously is not correct. Only for drawing is correct. And then here in the init depth I give the collision flag because I will need it. So in the init depth I do the same logic, checking which part is it, and then here, so I have deleted the is on screen function because I can just before I was calling this, but now I can just call the one from Map Manager with the get width get height function that we just created, and yeah, here the check lethal collision is just a little bit refactoring. Then again, we get the collision flag and we pass it to the init depth if we detect one. Right, so if we tested that again, we should see the difference. So okay, we'll kill the skeleton, right? Because it's moving faster. It's easier to be killed by the mummy. So now if I look on the left, I'm mirror, and then when he hit me, I will jump on the left and not on the right as before. All right, so yeah, that was just a little improvement. Um, Gnobar, I'm not sure if you are still here. Right now, I have just 4 level. It's like this. I can navigate through it. Just scroll, climb ladders, collect some items, like this one. This is a bullet crate, and this is a kind of statuette. Yeah, basically that's it. Okay, I change a little bit the level design here, which I broke the level, of course. Yeah, and this is the game is like a puzzle game, kind of platform puzzle game. Not really platform, actually, more puzzle, actually. All right, so that's it for the modification I did outside of the stream, and now we can. That's can't wait to play it. Yeah, me also. Can't wait to play it. Um, yeah, so let's see what we have. Yeah, that may be interesting for you. What I still want to do. So the enemies. Thank you, Norma Hell. Yeah, that's really nice. I appreciate it. So today I wanted to continue on the logic of the skeleton. Basically, the skeleton they are supposed to be a little bit smarter than the mummy. The mummy is just going left and right. The skeleton is supposed to follow the player and have some weight. So we'll try to do that. We also need a respawn update state. Maybe I can do that first because then we will forget after that. And then the new item to come. So I'm saying that again for Gnobar L. We need to implement. I still need to implement the destroyable block, the stalagmite, stalactite, the rolling boulder, just like in Indiana Jones, the opening of the game. And scorpion is a new type of enemies, but just a small variation of what we have now. And maybe trigger plate plus door or something like that. So, and after I have all these items, then I have all the gameplay element. Then probably I will do some level design. Yeah, and after that we may also need to have a menu when you start the game, and also some logic of dying, respawning, and etc. etc. And we will start. Yeah, right now we'll start by doing this a little bit. All right. It will not a fully functional respawn for the enemies and stuff like that, but it's just a beginning, and I'm doing that just to not forget what I need to do. So basically the way I want to do that is to reuse the update function, which is virtual, right? Yeah, I still want to use this virtual function because it's very useful in all my items, but I don't want to increase the size of the item, so I don't want to create a crazy number of functions. Normally on a bigger platform I would just create another virtual function that I would call respawn or init or whatever. But on the Arduboy, where every bytes count, that would create another pointer in the virtual table of the object. So this is just wasting memory. So the best way to do that is just to add a new step that we just can call respawn. And then we will just use the update again when we need to respawn. The map manager will call that with respawn, and I will just implement it into the enemies just to not forget it. So we'll just probably do it at the end. So we are in the update of the enemies, and here, okay, so we can do the respawn. All right, and what I wanted to to do basically is to reset the flag that we have cleared when we die. So where are they? They are near here, I think, if I well remember. This is, no, it's probably here. Yeah. All right, so we have cleared those flags, so we should reset them. And we may need to do some other stuff, but we will fix it later. But at least I know I need to do that. So I will clear the property in your by enemies and set the property static collision needed and enemies. And I will probably do a init walk to restart the yeah, just like in the constructor. All right, that's it. I just wanted to do that just to remember, because who knows, after it will be a headache if we implement the respawn. We may implement the respawn in a few weeks. I don't know, because like I just said, first I wanted to implement all these items first, and then after we will implement the respawn logic. So we may forget in a few weeks. It's better to do it now. All right, let's commit this. Let me check if that compile, but it should. No, it doesn't. What did I do? Update respawn. What did I do? Yeah. Jump to case label. Okay. Yeah, I know. I forgot some. Here. Made some kind of mix and match. Between the break. I guess this. Yeah. So should compile. Okay. So let's commit this. All right. And just the respawn state. Okay. Add a respawn state for the enemy. All right. So now let's do the big difficult part. The weight and the enemy. So I think I have already implemented the weight state, but it's not integrated yet in the enemy. It's not switching state. So yeah, and we have the update weight here. Okay, so now, what should be the state? So it's in the walk that will be different depending if it's a skeleton or not. So let's go to the update walk. Okay. We can use that to see if it's skeleton. Ball is a skeleton, and we'll just do different kind of update depending on this. And here. Actually, the anim speed is the same. Yeah, and actually, it's the same. So maybe we can just, yeah, and we'll leave it like that. This is just the walk, but then we may switch state after that. So special case for skeleton that we may switch to wait state. Yes, this the moving is this one is specific to the mummy. So let's just move that actually. All right. Move the X according to the orientation for ping pong trajectory. So this part is only related to the animation. Yeah, we just increased the animation. So, all right. The walk will be will have different logic for skeleton or other type. All right. Let's do something simple just for testing. Oh, my camera crashed again. So I will ask the X of Rick. So if my X is less than Rick, get center, get X, get X. What do we have in public function? Yeah, get X, okay. I will increase, else. So I would probably need to add some margin, but okay, for now, just we can just test like that. Okay, we'll just ask int Rick X. X minus minus, and then else we will switch to the weight. So will be anim state yeah, will be weight, and the anim frame ID should be also the weight start. Let's check it. It's weight start, enemy weight start. In yeah, it's spray that up. All right. And for now, I don't exit the weight, so but we can just try like this first. I'm not sure I include rig. Yes, I include rig. Okay. Okay, let's try. Does it compile? And I will restart my camera. Nope, sorry, not this one. This one. All right, it compiled. All right, yes, it worked as expected. I don't know why suddenly the mummy is going fast. Yeah, and now I have the skeleton playing his weight animation and never exiting the weight animation. Okay, so obviously we broke the logic of the yes, I know why, because we move this every frame. So this one should be inside the frame count, obviously, for both actually. Okay. Okay, let's try that. Okay. I'm afraid I will. Okay, it's coming on me. No! And yeah, he killed me. Alright. He's probably still alive. I kill him or why he disappear? I don't know. Okay, that's a tough enemy. So what can we do from here? First, we should probably add some margin when we test here, and then you should exit the weight state also. And yes, we are. That's why he was walking backward. Is because we don't change the mirror flag. So actually, we can just keep this calling this function and just change the mirror flag. That would be. Oh, actually, yeah. There's the half turn also. Yeah. So we do half turn in the static collision. Yeah. Okay, here. And this is, yeah. So we should create a init half turn because we will reuse this code at several places, at least at 2 places. So let's do that now. init half turn. All right. Let's place it here. Void enemy init half turn. Okay, so we'll declare it. Okay, init half turn, and then I will call it. So here I just inverse the property, I set the anime state, blah blah blah, and after finishing the half turn, it will go back to walk, and which means I could walk again here. So I will remove that else. I will just move after the animation. That's okay. Both are okay. But now I will check if x is less than Rick and is property set mirror x. So actually I think I will use it. So time bool is looking right. Okay, so if I'm here, Rick is here, and I'm looking right. Yeah, I should half turn, or I am on the right of Rick and I'm not looking right, then I should half turn also. Alright, and if I'm exactly the same pixels, then I should wait. Okay, let's see how it works. This and this, this and this. Okay, missing one. Oh. What? Oh, one here. All right. Why is waiting here? Okay. I think they are all the tests are. So that is his starting position. Ha ha ha. That makes you laugh. I'm happy that you like it. No hell. Yeah, this is the starting position of the skeleton, but it just directly go into wait, which means I have a problem in my test, probably. So if I'm at the left of Rick and I'm looking right, oh no, mirror X means looking left. Yeah, that's my mistake. By default, I'm looking at the right, on right. So let's rename it. So if it's on left, looking left, that's correct. Nope. Yes, that's correct. If I'm on this left and I'm looking left, yes, I should mirror. I should do a half turn. Otherwise, if I'm on the right and I'm looking right, I'm not looking left. Yeah, I'm looking right. Yeah, that should be okay. But then, otherwise, yeah, I think let's just add the equal test for now. If you have any suggestion, you can tell me. That's the first time I have someone watching live. Not exactly the first time, but usually I don't have a many viewer. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, now he is doing, I prefer that, half turn, because he's blocked, but maybe I will try to jump over there, and yeah, he follow me, and then he wait me. Cool. And because we never exit the wait, right now we didn't implement it, but that's pretty cool. That's what I'm looking for. Sure, there's the logic of what happens if it's blocked. Maybe we can detect if we have too much. That would be difficult to know if we are blocked, but yeah, if we have done too many half turn, maybe you can just enter into wait. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea right now. But okay, let's implement the half turn. Going out of half turn. So obviously I will have to get rig X again. Yeah, I don't need to. Okay, update after it's just under. That's cool. No, it's not after. I want update wait. Okay. So check if we need to change frame ID. So here it's inside that function. Check if we need to stop waiting and go back to walk. Let's just do it simply for now. Init walk. All right, let's try that. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much what I want. Okay, so now it's maybe too sticky, but that's pretty much what I'm looking for. Okay, we have this issue. and is not totally aligned, of course, but yeah, okay. Let's remove the for testing. Let's remove the mummy. It's looking great. Keep the great work. Thank you, yeah, I think you already said that. You're already amazed or what? Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, trying to have a interesting. So basically, I can tell you why I'm doing this behavior for the enemies, because like I said later, I plan to implement the trigger plate, and typically you could have a trigger plate just under, and here has the player can be on the platform, and you move by moving you move the enemy on the trigger plate. That may trigger something like opening a door, for example, so you can go through the door. So yeah, that's a kind of with that kind of enemy, you kind of remote control. That's the word I was looking for. Remote control the AI. Or like in the original Rick Dangerous, you could also move the AI on a spike and kill it, and then once it's dead, you can just pass through the opening or through the exit of the puzzle. All right, so yeah, I was saying what we need to. I forgot what I was doing. Let's play again. Hmm. Yeah. Ah, yes, I wanted to. I remember. I wanted to remove the other enemy just to make room. So it's in the map manager. Let's not include which one is that? I forgot. Or maybe is number 6. All right. So. Yep. So maybe we can first commit that first version and then think about how to improve it, especially this. Yeah. Actually, the Halfton is making him some is slowing the skeleton down a little bit, which is good. But yeah, I intentionally made the skeleton walking speed the same as the main player. Yeah, I think I will add some margin so it will even give some more room to the player, and it will look like a little delay of reaction for the AI. But let's commit first this. I think it's a first good version. So let's review what we have changed. Okay, we have created an init half turn function, init half turn, and then we changed the update walk with the skeleton. We just move normally, but if it's skeleton, we just half turn or wait. All right, and in the wait, we exit the wait. All right. You work at Google as an engineer or something. Can the main player walk a bit faster, or is this a hardware limitation? So no, I'm not working at Google. I'm a programmer, I made most of my career in video game industry. So I'm a gameplay programmer actually. Right now I have a different job where I still program, but doing some other stuff. But maybe in the future I will go back to game industry. Why not? And no, there's no hardware limitation. You can actually there is. It's like the updating loop of the player, but so let me explain you that. You see, if I okay, yeah, I will kill this guy. Okay, no, I just go on there. Okay, so for example, if I switch my screen, you can see that uh, the screen can be quite fast actually. So basically, there is a limitation, which is the update loop. And what you can do is you can move, if you move 1 pixel every update loop, then you may reach that limitation. But then if you want to go faster, that means every frame you should not move just 1 pixel, but maybe 2 pixels or 3 pixels. Yeah, so the jump I have maybe I tune it, but maybe not the best way. I could retune it later on. I have for the jump I have 2 arrays actually, and that will exactly for doing what I've just said. I can show you right now. I think I put it in the physics now. So there are these 2 arrays here. One array is how many frame I wait. So I think it's this one without moving. And the other array is how many pixels I move. So at the beginning of your jump, you can see that every frame I will move 3 pixels. Then okay, I just wait 1 frame and I move 3 pixels. Then I wait 1 frame, I move 2 pixels, etc. Then I will from here I will wait 2 frames, and every 2 frames I will move 1 pixel. And here every 6 frames I will move 1 pixel. So then you create acceleration or deceleration that way. So either I can move more pixel per frame, or I wait several frames for moving 1 pixel. And yeah, the speed is in between this kind of trade-off. So there's no really hardware limitation. So yeah, I've played a little bit of tuning my jump. Is maybe not great yet. I can probably retune it later. But the jump, there is a limitation for the game. The jump is I have to jump on the platform, right? So so that means the character have to jump for 16 pixels, because the level is made out of block of 8 pixels. Each block is 8 by 8. The character itself is 12 pixels, so there is still 1 pixels under the platform, for example, which is the platform width is like 3 pixels now. Yeah. But yeah, for the gameplay, I need to at least jump on that height, and after that, yeah, you can manipulate those 2 array to maybe jump faster at the beginning, slow down less, or maybe slow less at the end to make it more dynamic. But the sum of all this should be 16 pixels. Yeah, all right. So we were just trying to commit this. We see the enemies, the header file. Yeah, just the function, and what I've changed. Okay, I just remove the mummy right now. So I will write first implementation of the weight for the skeleton following the player, including the wait state. All right. Okay, so let's continue. Like I said, we should add some margin for the detection, and we should do it here and there. So obviously we need either maybe a function or yeah, so just okay, right now we'll just create I don't know how to call it, detection. Skeleton sensor, yeah, skeleton sensor maybe. All right, let's say 3 for now, and then we should be like if my x minus this, or if my x should be plus, I think. All right, and but I don't know how to reuse a function. I can reuse the same value for sure, but right. Okay, so let's move that on in the enemy. I can just call it in, that's fine. Okay. And here should be I should reverse the test. Without the looking left or right. That's why it's difficult to use a function. Is it possible if x minus skeleton as no, it's a or, I think zero or x minus skeleton is greater than x actually the test also here is that data should be reversed. It's a bit complicated. I need to draw something. otherwise I'm a bit confused. So that's Rick. Let me draw it on the screen. So, okay. So if we have, oops, not this. Okay, so if this is Rick, for example, and I want a box like that, so that will be X, and this is X minus the constant, and that should be plus 2 constant actually. If X is here, oh no way, yeah, X, so that X and X plus 2 constants. Yeah, but I should not compare with X. All right. Let's say X plus C. So if Rick is in X is inside this, we should not move. So Rx is greater than X minus C, and I don't know how to do. And Rick X less than X plus C. Okay, that's my test inside. Yeah, I can write that function actually. Should work. All right, so then I can probably just keep it simple like this. Wait a minute. Sorry. Okay, I will write this function. Sorry, I'm a bit lost in my thought. That happens sometimes. Is Rick align with me? Okay, I can just try to get this. I will revert the test. Yeah. greater than this. And less than this. So I need to get Rick. So yes, Rick and Rick less than this. And I will just call that function. And here I will just revert the function. Call also the same function, but checking that is not. And for here, can maybe just use that. That may be enough. Oh no, because it will constantly do half turn if I do that. Okay, so I should keep it. But is it correct? Or should I revert it? As Rick X is greater than this. Let's try like that, but I doubt it will work. Need to declare it. Yep. Okay. So this or this, miss bracket. Specialist of missing bracket. Okay, so okay, not good. So we lost the weight. Not surprised actually. Okay, so I think if it's aligned with me, I just go to weight. If it's not, I start walking. Yeah, should work. So if the X is let's just try this. Ah. Okay. Yep, probably that's what I want. For example, if I just move a little, it doesn't exceed the weight. Yeah, except instead of X, we should check the center of Rick. I will be more aligned. And my center, so we should probably test both. Yeah, that's easy to do, I guess. Just call center X from Rick, and here my center. Get width divided by 2. Will be my center X. Let's try that. Seems doesn't change anything. Oh. My center. Yeah, it's strange. I still check X here. Maybe that's more correct. And let's try a bigger sensor value. Maybe 5, just for testing. Yeah, seems working. Maybe 5 is a bit too big, I'm not sure. Oh, maybe not. So at least I have... Okay, I could escape it. Escape him. Ooh. Maybe 5 is good. It's a good value, actually. Yeah, I think 5 is a good value. So yeah, probably we can commit like that. I think it works. Then we just have to fix the this constant half turn, and I don't know how to do that. I have no idea. Let's review what we have changed. Skeleton sensor, yeah, it's recalling with me. And then just get center plus my center. Yeah, okay. So if the x, which is the center x, is greater than my center minus the sensor, or less than my center plus the sensor, yeah, I'm wondering if yeah, no, it's my center. Yeah, that's correct. Here and then here to exit. All right, seems good. So add a margin for the skeleton detection of the following the player. Okay, so now we should try to fix that. And how long I stream? 1 hour 20 minutes. Yeah, may have some time to think about it. If I gonna have an idea, maybe we'll think about it outside of the stream. Let's look at the code again. I'm working, then I actually, yeah, you know why it's doing it both half turn, because I'm doing a half turn here, and I also do a half turn when I have collision. That's why we have this function, because we call it 2 times. So it's trying to go to warn me, but it collides, so the collision make him doing a half turn, but then this code say, hey, player is on your left, you should do half turn because you are going in the wrong direction. So basically, maybe the problem is the skeleton should not do a half turn if it collides with the wall. It should just go to wait. So it's maybe, yeah, it's maybe at the here. So the test here. So if I'm colliding, okay, this test is just for the skeleton to fall down, otherwise the mummy don't fall down. Yeah, I think I will just add another test here. If is skeleton, then we init the weight, else we do a half turn. Do we have the init weight function? Not sure. Init weight. We don't have the init weight. Okay, so we have to create the init weight. And okay. So where is the weight? Here. And I think we should also restart this, which I forgot before. Okay, let's try that. Then that means the AI will stop if we meet a collision. Yes, but I reset the wait animation every frame, which is not good. But yes, okay, that's quite easy. And I'm not, my state is not wait. All right, let's try again. Nope. Why not? My state is not wait. So I init wait. But then I will, in the wait, I'm still colliding here. Yeah, so I will just do a walk, actually. So we'll not do it like that. We can, because the collision detection is only in that state, step of update collision. So what I will do is I will keep doing my init wait, but I will just, so I keep the state wait, but I will just reset that if it's not wait. Well, of course, after. That's tricky. I need a comment here. Let's try first. No? I didn't reset this. Oh yeah, I still exit the wait. So it doesn't help. I don't want to store a variable to say that I have collision on the right. Oh, maybe I can just call back that function again. Yep. So let's remove that. And well, the test is quite complicated. No, actually I cannot, because in the update we don't have the collision yet. So Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't know how to do. Um, can go to weight. How to not exit the weight if I have collision. Except having a flag. So I don't want to have to. I don't want to add a flag just to save some memory. But that would be very convenient because here I could just add if I'm not aligned and I don't have collision on the right or on the left, then I can go to walk. There a way I can do that. This one, oh yes, I know. I just used the manager collision. So for that one, I don't, yeah, for the AI, I don't need the pixel collision. So that's fine actually. I can use that. I just need to put that inside a function to reuse it. All x. This test actually. Oh, maybe the wall test. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I. Mm-hmm. I will test it 2 times then. Can I test it 1 time only? Because yes, because I don't. Oh yeah, yes, I don't test the. Let me check that function again. Yeah, it's checking the sprite data. So I can move that just to avoid testing it several times. Can move it here and even give it to the weight. Mm-hmm. This one is testing the. I'm not sure, but anyway, we can keep it in the collision check. Okay, let's try that. Ah, but yeah, it's the wall. The wall test. This one, I guess, is testing the pixels. Let me check again. Yep. Yeah, this one is testing the pixels. Okay. But I can. Oh no, I cannot steer. I can. I can test it 2 times. It's a bit silly, but Otherwise I will have to store the value. Okay, let's try it. I will move that to a function. Either wall collision or gap. Just return that. So yeah, depending on the orientation, I check left, right, and if I'm not a skeleton, I test under also. All right, so I can just test this here. And I will declare it. And here I can call it again in the wait. Do not change state. Okay, if I'm not aligned and there is no gap, then I can walk again. Let's try that. Not declare in that scope. Yep. All right. Nope. So here I should, do the test again. Maybe this time it will work. To not init wait every time. State not anim state not equal to actually it's not like that. It's like this. Or maybe I should write it the other way around. If not property set else. If not in wait, then init wait. Crossing finger, this should be the good one. Can you exit your weight? No, you cannot. Because it's still colliding on the side. Okay. Um, yeah. So this one also has to do also has to be implemented in the wait, this test, just to start a half turn if I move the other way. So I have the feeling that this is a common test for walk and weight. Let's try that. Let's create another function. Update skeleton sensor. So we just call that function here. I will try to make it work for both state. All right, so first we need to exit half turn if we can. That becomes complicated. Yeah. It really becomes complicated here. Because I don't know in which I'm blocked on the left, but there is space on the right, so and I don't want to flip the half turn. Alright, so I think I will stop the stream here, and I think I will think about it and refactor this logic. We are not far from having something, but I probably need to think more deeply. So the stream is probably too long for now. Yeah, 1 hour 44 minutes. So thank you for having following the stream. Thank you Gnoba L to pass by. It was nice to talk to you. And I guess next stream I will have fixed this logic for the skeleton, hopefully. Which means during next stream we may integrate the scorpion. That's a simple logic. I still want to do it in the same class because the scorpion will use I don't know, 80% of the logic. It's very similar to uh, the mummy. It's a ping pong, but just making you stop. So also playing a weight animation. Um, and yeah, I think we'll do that in the next stream. So first I will show you how I fix the logic of the skeleton, and then I will implement the scorpion. Yeah, this stream was a bit difficult, but you know, when you do that kind of AI game logic, especially by doing by using a limited amount of variable, trying to minimize the code, that can be quite tricky. All right, I hope you enjoy it, and then I will tell you. I will see you in the during the next stream. So bye bye.